Have you ever scrolled through Instagram and stumbled upon an influencer who seems just perfect? Flawless skin, an incredible lifestyle, and always on-trend outfits. What if I told you that some of these influencers aren't even real people? That's right. We're diving deep into the fascinating and slightly unsettling world of AI-generated influencers. These are not your average social media stars. They're digital mirages, carefully crafted by teams of designers and marketers. Think about it. A brand can create an influencer from scratch, giving them any look, personality, or backstory they want. No scandals, no off days, just perfect 24/7 brand representation. We're talking about virtual personas with millions of followers, collaborating with major global brands, and earning serious money. But how did we get here? And what does it mean for the future of social media and our own perception of reality? Let's meet some of the biggest names in the game. First up, Lil Miquela. With millions of followers on Instagram, she's considered the OG virtual influencer. She's lived in Los Angeles, has friends, releases music on Spotify, and has even dated other human influencers. She's worked with brands like Prada, Samsung, and Calvin Klein. Her creators have built an entire narrative around her, complete with drama, breakups, and moments of self-discovery. The line between reality and fiction is so blurred that many of her early followers had no idea she wasn't a real person. Then there's Shudu Graham, often called the world's first digital supermodel. Created by a photographer, her stunning, hyper-realistic features have graced campaigns for brands like Fenty Beauty and Balmain. Her creator's goal was to introduce a new kind of beauty into the fashion world. But her existence also sparked a heated debate. Is it ethical to create a digital black model instead of hiring a real one? This question gets to the heart of the controversy surrounding AI influencers. And the list goes on. There's Ima, a pink-haired model from Japan, known for her love of art and culture, and Lu de Magalu, a Brazilian virtual influencer, who started as a customer service avatar for a retail giant, and now has one of the largest followings in the world. Each of these digital darlings is meticulously designed to connect with a specific audience, proving that you don't need a pulse to have influence. They are the new face of social media marketing, a controllable, scalable, and always-on message tool for brands. So, how exactly are these virtual beings created? It's a blend of artistry and high-tech wizardry. It often starts with a 3D artist who designs the character using software similar to what is used in video games and animated movies. They sculpt the face, design the body, and create a unique style. But a static image isn't enough to build a following. To bring them to life, these characters are often superimposed onto real-world photos. A real model might wear the clothes and pose in a specific location, and then the AI influencer's head and face are digitally grafted onto the body. For video content, the process is even more complex, often involving motion capture technology, where a real actor's movements are recorded and then applied to the digital character. The final touch is the personality. A team of writers and social media managers craft their captions, their thoughts, and their interactions with followers. They build a story, create a voice, and engage with the community, just like a human influencer would. It's a full-scale production, a digital puppet show where the world is the stage. The rise of these virtual personas is shaking up the marketing industry. For brands, the appeal is obvious. AI influencers are completely controllable. There's no risk of a controversial tweet from their past resurfacing or a public relations nightmare. They can be anywhere in the world at any time, promoting products in multiple languages simultaneously. They are, in essence, the perfect employee. This level of control allows companies to craft their marketing messages with unprecedented precision. Furthermore, engagement rates for top virtual influencers are often higher than those for their human counterparts. Why? Novelty is a big factor. People are intrigued by the technology and the story behind these characters. There's a certain cool factor that draws users in. This high engagement translates directly into a better return on investment for brands. It's a marketer's dream: lower risk, higher engagement, and complete creative control. This is why we're seeing more and more companies either collaborating with existing AI influencers or creating their own brand-specific virtual ambassadors. But let's pull back the curtain and look behind the filter. What is the shocking truth about our favorite online idols? The perfection we see online is an illusion, and with AI influencers, it's a literal manufactured illusion. This raises some serious questions about authenticity. Social media is already criticized for promoting unrealistic standards of living and beauty. What happens when the role models aren't even human? These digital beings present a level of perfection that is biologically impossible to achieve. They never age, never have a bad hair day, and never gain weight unless it's written into their script. For young and impressionable audiences, the line can become dangerously blurred. When a digital creation is presented as a beauty icon, it sets a standard that is not just unrealistic, but entirely unattainable. This can have a significant impact on self-esteem and body image. Are we creating a new generation that aspires to be a computer-generated image? The conversation about beauty standards is crucial here. On one hand, some argue that AI influencers can redefine beauty by showcasing diversity that we do and always see in traditional media. Creators can design models of all shapes, sizes, and ethnicities, pushing the boundaries of conventional beauty. Shudu Graham, for example, was intended to celebrate dark-skinned beauty in an industry that has historically lacked representation. In this sense, virtual influencers could be a force for good, promoting a more inclusive vision of beauty. However, the flip side is that many popular AI influencers still conform to very narrow, Eurocentric beauty standards: slim bodies, symmetrical faces, and flawless skin. Instead of challenging the status quo, they can end up reinforcing it with digital precision. Because they are designed for mass appeal and commercial success, there's a financial incentive to stick to what's already considered beautiful by society. This could lead to a homogenization of beauty, where a computer-generated ideal becomes the dominant aesthetic, making real, human imperfections feel even more like flaws. So, where are we headed? The technology is only getting better. Soon, it might be impossible to tell the difference between a real person and a virtual influencer without a disclaimer. We're stepping into an era where our digital and real-life personas are becoming increasingly intertwined. AI influencers are more than just a passing trend. They represent a fundamental shift in how we create, consume, and connect with media. They are a reflection of our desires for perfection, storytelling, and connection in a digital age. But as consumers, it's our job to stay critical. We need to remember the teams of people, the lines of code, and the marketing objectives behind every post. It's important to have conversations about transparency. Should all AI-generated content be clearly labeled as such? How do we teach digital literacy to younger generations so they can navigate this complex new landscape? The rise of AI influencers is not just a story about technology. It's a story about us. It forces us to ask what we value in the people we follow and the brands we support. Do we crave authenticity, or are we happy with a well-crafted illusion? The answer will shape the future of our digital world. What do you think? Are AI influencers a creative new form of entertainment, or a dangerous step towards a less authentic world? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear your take on this. Thanks for watching. If you found this deep dive interesting, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content that explores the intersection of technology and culture. See you in the next one.